In other news, the Trump administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts. No student loan has been referred to collection since March of 2020. That comes to an end. On May 5th, the Department of Education will resume involuntary collections for borrowers with defaulted federal student loans.
Pay me my money!
Student loan forgiveness is over and TikTok is in an uproar.
They just said that 92% of the people that went to college and racked up all this student loan debt don't and won't have jobs in the degrees that they got the debt in. So why y'all asking us to pay this money back?
What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And I'm back with a sad one for a lot of people out there, man. May 5th. May 5th, mark that date if you owe any student loans and you're not up to date with them and things ain't the way they're supposed to be, because they are coming for this money May 5th. And there's a lot of people on TikTok that don't have the money and they are very upset about it.
Bro, how the f am I supposed to pay off my student loans and y'all expecting me to fucking live? Y'all let everybody else graduate. But when 2024, 2025 graduate, y'all expecting that payment immediately. Tax on that. It's already bad we having life hard enough. I mean, y'all trying to kill us out here. Extra $20. But now y'all talking about y'all finna garnish niggas checks? Bro, it's people out here still making under $20. Having trouble paying the bills that they're paying now. And y'all trying to tax that with y'all overpriced ass fucking... And don't get me started with the job market right now. I mean, it's a complete joke, bro. You graduate with a degree, you apply to a job, a corporate level job, and they asking for 5 years experience, bro. Once again, Gen Z's cooked. We might as well just start working 24-hour shifts, bro.
Y'all, they about to garnish our wages. They really know how to just ruin your day. The U.S. government hates everybody here. Y'all, as of May 5th, they're taking 15% of your wages towards student loans. Y'all, I've been ignoring student loans since I've been in school. If y'all know how much I owe in student loan, y'all would think I went to school to be a lawyer. And it's a degree that wasn't even providing me a decent lifestyle. I was just living off vibes. So you mean to tell me I went to school and y'all lied to me? Y'all wanted me to go out there and do triple the work to get a degree. Y'all, I owe so much money. I'm in Texas, so we don't have state tax. 15%. Hell, you might as well go ahead and add 5 more. Add 10. Cause that's the state tax. I cannot believe this. I just had to pull over, y'all. My head started throbbing. I'm about to get a headache. They're doing this in a couple of weeks, y'all. I gotta go do deferment. I gotta go do something. Y'all, we can't get away from this. People are even already saying that their credit score has dropped from a 700 something to a 500 something. Oh my gosh, my credit score. 15%, whether you have it or not, as of May 5th. So long as you have money in your bank account, they are taking it. In fact, financial aid just called me the other day and I hung up on them. Not in the mood, don't have it. I'm living off life. I'm vibing. This man really said, you know what? Let's make the rich richer. Let's make the others poor.
This is not fair, man. Bruh, all these people yapping about, oh, you got a loan, so you need to be like everybody else. Be just like everybody else and pay it off. Pay it off. Man, dude, I don't have the money to pay it off, bro. I don't. And it's like, it's gonna take years upon years and years and years of struggle for me to pay it back, bro. Y'all don't understand, like, I come from a different lifestyle to where I gotta get it out the mud, bro. I can't be out here just putting my money all into student loans, man, trying to pay it off when I got other expenses and utilities to pay for. Bro, please, oh my God, well, what are y'all doing up there, man? Bro, we gotta rise up and do something about this, bro. Like, I promise you, man. Like, this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. I'm not gonna be struggling trying to pay for no damn student loans when I got a house note and other type bills to pay for. Like, it's gross, man. It's disgusting. And it's even more disgusting. These people on the comments is talking about they really are being shallow, telling you need to pay. You need to go ahead and pay it off. Be an American citizen and do right. And you took out a loan. Man, shut the fuck up, please, man. Shut the hell up. Like, nobody feel like hearing that shit, that privilege shit. What the fuck? Come on, man. Y'all, we gotta rise up and do something about this shit. I'm not gonna be struggling my ass off trying to pay off my damn student loans. And couldn't even find a decent motherfucking job for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying, and I still feel like I will, but man, come on, bro. This shit hard, man. Shit hard. I'm not gonna be paying $500, $600, $700 a fucking month trying to pay off my shit, bro. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it at all. No.
Now I gotta pull my youngins aside, and I just gotta have a real conversation with y'all, man. I just gotta have a real conversation with my young people out there. I understand a lot of things may seem like they're really tight, or that you possibly can't pay these loans off. I understand how it can appear that way, but right now society has y'all programmed that y'all need all the things that a person that has made it should have. Like, you can pay your student loans off if you got the latest iPhone, if you getting your hair and your nails done, if you taking trips every year, if you live in a luxurious type lifestyle. Now, if you're not, fine and dandy. It's a struggle, and I feel for you immensely. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I see a lot of these young people out here, they have all the new and the latest things like somebody that made it in life. Like they're living a life like they made it. And you ain't make nothing yet. So just think about that. You're going to have to delay gratification a little bit, pay your bills, get your life cleaned up. Then you get all the fancy things in life. But I'm noticing a lot of these younger people want the fancy things in life in their 20s. And when we was coming up, it didn't work like that. The beauty of TikTok is you get to see the way all types of people are reacting to this. And I had student loan debt myself, and they was garnishing my wages for a little bit, so I empathize with the people. But it's a segment of people out there that have a real entitled attitude, and they want to act like they're the victims in this whole situation.
So y'all decided to give me all this money at the young tender age of 17, 16. And now y'all expect me to pay it back at the tender age of 24? Are you kidding me?
And the bottom of my casket will have a file cabinet for all these student loans to rest in heavenly peace. That's how much I owe in student loans. How much money I owe in student loans. Now let me provide you with some additional information, since I know that this video is going to go viral because people are cruel and a lot of people are going to be ready to attack me in the comments and judge me and do whatever they got to do to feel good about themselves. I am a proud 25-year-old with over $100,000 in student loan debt. I went to school. I got a free associate degree through the early college program. I then furthered my education and got 2 additional degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship with a minor in management, and I have a master's degree in organizational leadership.
You're so smart. You're so effing smart.
But one thing America doesn't know about me is that I have 1 additional degree that's not on file and it's not in the records anywhere, and that's a law degree. At any given point, I'm prepared to take the stand and explain why I cannot afford to pay a dime on them student loans. Baby, you ain't never seen a sharp, undegreed attorney like me ever in your life. It's my time to shine.
Yo, it's dark out here. It's going to be hard for you to find a job if you got 1 degree. She just had all the degrees.
I went to school. I got a free associate degree through the early college program. I then furthered my education and got 2 additional degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship with a minor in management, and I have a master's degree in organizational leadership.
How she ain't got a job? It's like they tricked her, baited her in, gave her the first one free, and then hit her for the last 4.
really can't believe it's people in the comments of this student loan situation talking about yeah, this is how the world works. You borrow money, you pay it back. Shut your stupid ass up. A school loan ain't the same as an auto loan or a home loan or a personal loan, you damn idiot. Black people, minorities especially, had to go to school. We ain't left shit. We had to go to school. I had no choice but to go to damn school. And then when I went to school, it wasn't like I'm working for my damn self now. I'm making money for other people. And the money gets taxed. This shit is all going back into the hand. It's like a big ass circle, and y'all fail to realize that. Your credit score is made the up. That's a made up shit. Money made the up. This is a system. America is a system. I'm confused at how the hell y'all still don't realize this shit. Then on top of that, y'all ain't even willing to try to make reasonable payment plans. Y'all ain't even trying to do like $100 a month. Y'all want the whole shit. Y'all want $2,000 a month on a goddamn degree that people ain't even using. When I got out of school, I couldn't even use my degree right away. They wanted 100 years of experience. Like, what the fuck? Y'all garnish my wages. I'm garnishing my damn job. Period. I get energy siphoned daily. Restraining myself from hopping through the computer and choking people out daily. And I've been doing this since I've been 16. I've been working in America since I've been 16 and ain't got too much shit to show for it other than the standard American properties. So, bitch, if you disagree with whatever I say, you could do the hokey pokey, turn your ass around, lick your own ass, and burn in hell, bitch. I don't know if I've had too many magical chocolates, but I'm gonna need y'all to really wrap your mind around what we're really in, because y'all are sick.
A loan is a loan. Hate to break it to you, whether it's a student loan, car loan, house loan, so your friend loan you some money. If someone loans you some money and it's a loan, you gotta pay it back. The second thing, black people never had to go to college. You know what I mean? College was always has been a luxury and an extra. You didn't have to go to college. And thirdly, let's get to your narrative that we're all blind and we don't see what's going on. That's ironic because you the one with the student loans. You didn't see what was going on.
You f***ers that keep saying, why should my tax dollars pay for other people's student loans? One, go f*** yourself. If your tax dollars did pay for student loans, it's because you're investing in society as a whole. A rising tide lifts all boats. The smarter that people are, the better off all of us are. But second, your tax dollars aren't paying for student loans. Our country makes billions of dollars from the interest of these student loans. Our country profits from student loans. So your tax dollars aren't paying for people's student loan interest forgiveness. If anything, sorry, but the country is not making a profit off the backs of people that needed to take out student loans to better themselves in life. I'm so sick of Republican viewpoint of, I don't want my tax dollars to pay for blah, blah, blah. What do you want tax dollars to pay for? You live in a society that offers you services. The government is not a business, it's a service. You literally take advantage of things all day that tax dollars pay for. All day. And if you didn't have these services that you pay taxes to pay for, then it would be private companies offering all of these services and you'd be paying a fuck ton more money.
One thing that we got to do over here in America is have a little social media etiquette and learn how to talk to each other and learn how to talk to the masses. She might have had a good idea or two in there, even though her ideas were conflicting, that we were making money off the interest, but we wasn't profiting off the backs of the student loans. That was a contradiction. But she might have had some points in there, but she came across so angry and so mean and so nasty of a person that she kind of made it hard for you to want to hear more. Y'all got to remember, if y'all out here and y'all passionate about something, you're going to get more ears on your topic if you come across as a nice, warm, inviting person. Coming across as the angry, rah, rah, rah person does nothing but turn the average person off.
They just said that 92% of the people that went to college and racked up all this student loan debt don't and won't have jobs in the degrees that they got the debt in. So why y'all asking us to pay this money back? If you know that, why are we being asked to pay? And then this is the thing that gets me. Before I could even lift my right foot out of the door frame of graduation, my university was already contacting me for a donation. It's because of y'all that I'm a damn flipping donation to the Department of Education. And now they want to garnish our wages. What did you go to school for? Did you graduate with your degree? And are you actively using your degree to make tons of money like they promised you? Was it worth going to college? Was it worth racking up all this student loan debt? And even if you did go to college, finish your degree, you walked across the stage and you got your pretty degree, have you finished paying back your student loans? Will you pay back your student loans?
To me, the start of the video, she answered every question she had throughout the video.
That 92% of the people that went to college and racked up all this student loan debt don't and won't have jobs in the degrees that they got the debt in.
That's why you gotta pay it back, because it was a hustle in the way. You gotta admit it. When the numbers are 91%, you gotta see that somebody had to know that. All these smart people had to know that. And the way that you are allowed to accumulate student debt, to me, is alarming, because you can't go out tomorrow and get $200,000 house, but they'll let you take that out in student loans, no problem. I think that should be looked into. If you won't give me a house for this number, why are you giving me student debt for this number? I think that's a little crazy, man. But the videos continue.
If you didn't want to pay back your student loans, you never should have taken them out. I paid back my student loans. Why aren't you paying back yours? There's no responsibility anymore. These are just 3 of the stupid comments I've seen today when people are talking about the student loan repayment process. And what I think they aren't comprehending is that people aren't saying they won't pay them back. They're saying it's like physically impossible to pay them back. Many student lenders are predatory, and no matter how much you pay and for how long you pay, the balance never goes down. Making a comparison for older generations who paid back their student loans, what was your student loan payment? Like how much did you go to school for? Because I guarantee you it's not what people are going to school for nowadays. It's literally per semester the price of like a luxury vehicle. And then not only that, the cost of living has gone up, because yes, we do have bills to pay. We cannot just pay our student loans and nothing else, but the wages have not gone up. And I'm not even speaking for myself. I have a master's degree. I luckily only have FAFSA loans, and I don't have any predatory lenders, and I'm not on default or behind. I'm paying back my student loans, and I don't have a lot of them. But it just is such a stupid argument to see people come on here and just express how ridiculous it is. And not that they won't pay them back, that they are paying them back, but they physically cannot decrease the balance. And like, all I can think is, I don't want to hear anyone bitching and complaining when there's nobody going into healthcare and there's no one to work in healthcare systems to take care of anyone, because it is financially impossible to get into that field anymore. Like, I don't want to hear it. And unfortunately, I feel like this is another like fuck around and find out moment, because all of these people in the comments who think the people making these videos are lazy, when like the majority of the ones I've seen are people who work in healthcare and are doing like amazing work and working their asses off to not be able to afford their loans and also just living.
She has total faith in you poor people to pay y'all student loans back. She sat up on that pedestal, talked about how hers is taken care of.
I'm not even speaking for myself. I have a master's degree. I luckily only have FAFSA loans, and I don't have any predatory lenders, and I'm not on default or behind. And I'm paying back my student loans, and I don't have a lot of them.
But everybody else that's in default, they going to. In 2025, let's normalize letting people speak for their own experience. Because whenever y'all try to speak for somebody else's experience, it never lands the way y'all want it to.
I'm going to start off by saying that if I see any comments that are like, ooh, just pay your loans back, any comments along that line, I will delete them. Get off my page. Now, what you may not be considering, because let's be honest, the people who are leaving those comments are not in this boat, okay? They either did not go to college, did go to college but did not need loans, or were in a financially well-off position enough that they could just pay those loans back if they did, and they probably weren't very much, okay? If you are seriously impacted by student loan debt, you're not going to be leaving those comments because you understand how f***ed it is. Or, if you really are that impacted by student loan debt, and you are leaving those comments, you're a bootlicker, and I don't want you in my page anyway. Let's cover a couple things, though, that y'all may be missing. If you do have the inclination to leave those comments, here's what you're missing.
Did she just kick out everybody that she's about to talk to right now? Somebody need to make their mind up.
You stay focused.
My fault, y'all. My fault.
First and foremost, the loan agreement that we sign. First of all, we usually sign it when we're 17 years old. Okay? Children, basically, dude. So there's that to keep in mind. The other thing, though, to keep in mind is that when you submit your information to FAFSA, okay, student loan people, okay, you have to submit your income and your parents' income. And it's basically like they check your tax bracket, okay? And if you are poor and you tell them that, they know this information because you give them your tax information, that will affect how much money they give you, and that'll affect the type of loan you are given and if you are offered any plans for how to pay that loan back. So for example, if you are me and your parents are low income and you are low income, when I took out my loans, they offered me lower interest rates, but they also gave me the option for an income-based payment plan. Okay, that had, some different things on it, and that income-based payment plan was kind of vamped up with the SAVE plan that I am currently on now, which again may be cut. Thanks, asshole. So who knows what's going to happen to me, but just understand that it's not as simple as you think. It's not like, oh, I went to college and I was so bright and starry-eyed and bushy-tailed that it didn't matter and I thought I would never owe this money. No, I knew I was going to be in debt for the rest of my life. I know this still, but I did this with the knowledge that I was not going to owe all this money immediately, because that was not the agreement that I signed. That was not the legal agreement that I signed. The legal agreement that I signed said, hey, poor bitch, here's a lower interest and here's a payment plan. That was my agreement. So no, Trump saying it's all due right now, that is not the legal agreement I signed. And that's not the legal agreement that most of us signed. I'm pretty sure the SAVE plan I'm on has about 8 million borrowers in it. 8 million borrowers. Okay. We signed a contract that said that information. So no, this is not well, just give that money back. Like, you knew you were going to have to take that loan out. So just pay it back, loser idiot. That's not how it worked, honey, because that was not the agreement that I signed up for.
First up, I didn't like the way she tried to throw in there she was 17 when she signed on to these loans. I'm noticing a lot of people is trying to use this narrative that they was darn near graped by the student loan system to get them to get the loan. Let's cut that out. You wanted to go to college. Your parents wanted you to go to college. Everybody knew what they was getting into. They was going to dance with the devil signing these student loans. We all knew it. And what the older generation know is, no matter how much you bitch, moan, complain, or cry, you going to have to pay them that money. So that's why they in your comment section talking about pay them that money. But I understand your plight, because dealing with the student loan people, like I just referenced, is like dancing with the devil. Even if you want to pay those people in a lot of circumstances, you can't.
So let me get this straight. Y'all are going to garnish my wages if I don't pay my student loans. Okay. So I'm very lucky and I can actually afford to pay my student loans back, but you won't let me. You will not let me. So in 2023, Mohella, if that's how you pronounce it, became my new loan provider because you guys switch it all the freaking time. Then in August of 2024, I get an email saying, your loans have been put into forbearance. Forced forbearance. So you do not have to pay it right now because you're trying to figure some shit out. Then this past year, on February 25th, I get an email saying, hey, log into your Mohella account because you need to start paying your student loan again. It's out of forbearance. Very next day, February 26th, I get an email saying, psych, we put it back into forbearance. We'll get back to you when you can pay. But try to log into your account and see if it works for us. Please try to log in. So I've been trying to log in since. It does not work. So I try to log in with my login information. It says I don't have an account. I try to sign up for an account. Won't let me. I put my social security number in. It says, we don't have any information under that social security number. My social security number did not change. It's not like I forgot my password. So how am I supposed to pay for my student loans if you won't let me? And what worries me is they're just going to start garnishing my whole check to pay it off instead of taking out what the payment was actually going to be, which thank the Lord, for some reason I signed up for the SAVE plan and it took my salary from 5 years ago, not my salary from when I applied for the SAVE plan. So my payment was only $200 a month. So I'm I can easily keep paying that. But I'm what if they start just taking my entire check instead of, taking what the payment was? And they're we're just going to take your whole check until your loans are paid off. That is scary. That is scary for someone who actually was just willing to pay their student loan. And on top of all this, I'm a public service employee. I have been for the last nearly 10 years. So these loans are about to be cleared off my name anyway. So I'm please leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Not me entering my final stage of full-blown crash out. I'm literally crashing out. I was so excited for tonight. Oh my God, I'm so worked up. I was gonna get dressed up. I mean, I still am. I'm definitely getting a martini now. Last week, I hate student loans. Last month, I set up auto pay because I don't want to forget. I don't like being late. You can never get on the phone with these stupid student loan people. And I log on today because I have to get my tax documents. My life never ends. I'm like, oh my God, it says my payment's late. And I'm like, how does that even make sense? I set up auto pay last month with my card and my bank and all the stupid information. And then I call them today and they're like, it's going to be a 3-hour and 50-minute wait time. And then I'm trying to have dad help me. And I'm like, what did you guys have me set up auto pay for then if my payments are now late? And I'm like, I'm not crashing out over Mohila. You're ugly. I don't have time for this. I'm crying over a stupid student loan.
Telling you, man, these people are hard to deal with. The only advice I have for people out there is if they do garnish your wages, don't leave it at a garnishment, because that's what I did. I thought they was taking their money, everything could be fine. When you pay the loan back, if you have a payment plan, you're going to be paying ridiculous interest. If you let them garnish your wages, pretty much 2/3, probably more than that, is going to go to interest, and you're not going to make any progress. And if you're older and you just been putting it off, see what they have done to your student loans, because the longer you wait, it's just the more you're going to be pissed off when you check the balance.
I'm going to keep posting about this all day because this is... I went and logged into my federal loan account and this is what I found. I graduated in 2011 with $46,000 in student loan debt. My loan debt is now almost $90,000. In that time, I've been a social worker that has made income-based repayments on my loan for years, and that shit has almost doubled. You want to know why people are pissed off about their student loans? It's not because we can't get anyone else to pay them for us. It is because you have set it up where we can never pay them off ourselves. And then you sit here and tell us into our faces that we are lazy, that this is somehow our fault, while cheering on banks and auto industries and Elon Musk getting subsidies of millions of dollars a day. Anyone who still doesn't see that this is rigged against us can get...
Like I just said, if you went to college and you got some outstanding student loans, man, look into them. You don't want to get caught with the double up. You don't want to find out you owe 40, 50, 60, 70,000 somewhere, man. That'll be a bad morning. Guaranteed, that's a bad morning. But you know they're online trying to figure out ways to help each other get up out of this situation, right? They coming up with all types of ways to delay this.
They can't garnish your wages if you're a student. A student who is taking at least 6 credit hours. A student who is taking 6 credit hours in a degree-seeking or certificate-seeking program, preferably at a local community college where the tuition is going to be a lot cheaper than that student loan bill you're going to get. And if you never finish school and you want to return back, they have scholarships for that now. A lot of them. If you've been thinking, oh, I should go back to school, I'm not even using this degree anyway, I don't even see why it's necessary, I can guarantee you that one semester of tuition that's under $700 or $800 at most is going to be cheaper than 6 months of bills. And then you just take your time with it. You take your time getting your degree. Don't worry about how much time it's going to take. Don't worry, sweetheart, that time going to pass anyway. Okay, the time's already passed. All right, the bills is due now. Okay, if it was me, I would go back. I take some classes. I get them off my back. I would make sure it was something that I wanted to do. I wouldn't take out no loans, and I would just get through it that way. People have been doing this for years. I hope I just put you on game.
Come on, Doc. I know. Come on, Doc. Doc, you're not out here employing the welfare tactics on the student loans, huh? Just have another baby. You can keep getting the welfare. Just take another class. You could delay it. Come on, man. If they keep taking classes, they're going to keep getting debt. But that's not the craziest plan that I done heard.
I know we've all seen the videos of people talking about how they're going to start garnishing people's wages to pay back the student loan debt, which is
crazy. But remember that trend that was going around about people, it was like pay off each other's debt. People were watching other people's videos all the way through, commenting, liking, and sharing, and then like following people to get them to 10K followers so they can get into the Creator Rewards Fund. How about we run that back and we do that for like the student loans? So I want y'all please to watch this video all the way through. So it's gonna be a little over a minute. Watch all the way through and then like, comment, and share, and do all the things. And then in the comments, I want you to let me know how many followers you have and how many more you need to get into the Creator Rewards Fund. And then I want people to start following each other back, and let's watch our videos and let's help each other pay off our student loan debt, because it's crazy that they're going to start garnishing people's wages. Everybody's one missed paycheck or one student loan garnishment away from being homeless, and I don't want that for any of us. So this is for that video, and this is for everyone. Like I said, in the comments, let me know how many followers you have and how many more you need to reach 10K to get into the Creator Rewards Fund, and let's help each other out and not let them win, because this is crazy that they're trying to do this to us when they know people are already struggling now with eggs being as high as they are and prices going up and housing, and no wages are going up, like nobody's minimum wage or where they're working is going up. So yeah, let's do that and let's help each other pay off our student loan debt.
So let me get this straight. The plan is we all gonna watch each other videos to the end till we get up out of student loan debt, and we thousands of dollars in student loan debt. Nah, we need a better plan than that. That's not a good plan, man. I'm about to go take another class. If that's the plan, I'm gonna roll with the first chick, take another class. I can't do that plan, man. But anyway, man, these student loans, making them payment due exactly on the 5th, that's not what it's all about. I think everybody's misconstruing everything. It's loans that are in default, and I know that they're cutting a couple of payment plans. They're doing that too, and I don't know why they're cutting active payment plans, but this whole thing is going to throw a whole corkscrew in the economy. This is another monkey wrench thrown into the engine right now, so we're going to have to see how it all works out. I feel for the people that's really in the pinch, but for a lot of you younger people out there, like I said earlier, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of the luxuries and a lot of the extras, you're going to have to start living like a 20-year-old now. Now it's time for you to start living without all the extras in life, none of the trips. You're going to have to go to work, pay some dues, pay some bills, and things will lighten up for you. I promise. I'm living proof. Like I said, they was garnishing mines at one point, but it's really no way around them. You're going to have to pay these people. They like the mob, man. They worse than the mob. The interest is more than the mob. John Gotti wouldn't be charging you interest on your money the way they're charging you. But anyway, man, y'all hit me up in the comments section. Let me know how y'all feel about everything y'all just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.